What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album right here, UG's long-awaited solo album titled Portals. For those who don't know who UG is, he's one half of the rap group named the Cellar Dwellers. Legendary rap group. Go pick up their album, Realms and Reality. It's kind of hard to come by nowadays. I have it in my collection. Fucking incredibly slept on album. As a matter of fact, look for that slept on shit. That probably is gonna be my next one, just to throw that out there. But anyway, the Cellar Dwellers became the Dwellers. They released 2 albums, one under Cellar Dwellers, Realms of Reality, and the Dwellers album was titled The Last Shall Be First, and they kind of went on a hiatus or whatever, and UG has resurfaced with my people at Creative Music Juices. Shout out ID and shout out Alucard. But he resurfaced with them, and a few years ago this album was supposed to come out. It actually had a different cover. It was black and gold, and it looked similar to this cover that they got now. But UG had his dreads, or Ugg as some people call him. He had his dreads, and he cut them off recently and got a new cover. And they were saying at Creative Juices that this cover is to reflect the time and how what this album is now. So here we go. Let's get into this shit. All right, artwork, boom. Got UG's face right on the front. This thing's starting to unfocus here. There we go. It says Portals right there. UG Portals. Got all the mystic signs and all that shit. On the back, it's very dark here. You got the track listing there. Let's open this up. Here's a CD with all the same signs and everything. There you go. UG's right there. ID's right there. This album is pretty much entirely produced by ID, with the exception of, I think, one track. No, 2 tracks, I'm sorry. 2 tracks are produced by UG. Here is the insert with all the liner notes there. Okay. There's 2 tracks here, like I said, produced by UG. And I think it's kind of funny because UG has been producing beats sort of on the low, and I figured that he would have more beats on here produced by him, but ID's beats are dope anyway. ID knows I fuck with him and his beats. UG makes some killer beats too. I've seen the videos on Facebook. But yeah, that's it for the artwork. Features on this bitch, you got self-titled, shout out self-titled, love you brother. You have Lifelong, and you have my nigga Necro. Shout out to Necro. Love you too, my brother. Those are the only 3 features on this bitch. I believe, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 tracks. Well, there is a secret track on here as well. So 15 tracks. You got 3 features on here. Fucking love it. You know, a lot of UG on here. I'm a fucking big fan of that. You know, he's been somewhat out of the game for a while, and I want to hear him. Now the meat and potatoes of the album, pros and cons. Pros, UG still has his unique style that he brought with the Cellar Dwellers. They were known for rapping about, you know, people would classify it as like Dungeons and Dragons rap or fantasy rap and shit like that, and they would mix a little bit of street narrative in there, and he hasn't changed one bit. You know, me being a fan of comic books and hip hop, you know, this is right up my fucking alley. I'm so glad to hear that he hasn't abandoned that style at all, because him and his partner, I haven't mentioned Phantasm, the tall man, that's the second MC in Cellar Dwellers. They both brought that to the game. Nobody else was really doing that at the time, and I'm glad to see that UG is still hanging on to that, because that sets him apart from everybody else. You could tell here right from the tracks. You know, you have the single, the Mystic, dope fucking video. You have Super Gods, Megatron, Might and Magic. Hell, the fucking name of the CD is called Portal. So, you know, he's on his, you know, superhero, mystical, science fiction shit. And I love that. That definitely sets him apart. His flow is definitely unique. Nobody else sounds like him flow-wise. These tracks are bars, straight. That's majority of this album. Basically, what I described, he hasn't abandoned that. So if you are a fan of especially Realms and Reality, you're gonna be so happy with this fucking album, just as I was. I think it was worth the wait. You know, during the wait, I forget how many years it's been, but the only track that was leaked off this album was the title track, Portals. That's all I had to, well, all us fans had to go off of. And it was kind of aggravating waiting for it. I'll be honest, I was kind of pissed off because, you know, I was so anticipating this album. Y'all know I'm a Creative Juices supporter, so glad this came. Oh, one more thing. I want to thank UG and ID for this. Hold on. If you ordered it, pre-ordered it, you got a Portals poster, and I got it autographed by UG and by ID right there. Thank you, ID, for once again acknowledging me as Misanthropic One, by the way. But you know, it kind of got creased up in the box, in the mail envelope. It got creased up because they had to fold it and put it in. But thanks for this. Yeah, if you pre-ordered it, or I don't know if they still have this up on the site, you could have gotten a cassette tape with a bonus track on there. Not sure what that track is, but I know that they did leak another track called Wordplay. I have to listen to it, that they recorded, I think, before the release, if I read that description, if I remember it correctly. Wordplay featuring ID rhyming on the shit. Yeah, man, I'm fucking happy with this release. Just listening to it easily, I could say 8.75 to a 9 easy. Great solid album front to back. I'm so happy with it. Yeah, that's it. Shout out my nigga ID, my nigga UG, Alucard, Jice. I didn't forget you, brother. Everybody at Creative Juices, y'all know what it is. And that's all I gotta say. All right, everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, support dope shit, and that's it. Peace, bitches.